First problem. Okay, so we're going to take a look. What's the equation of a line with a slope of 2/3? And you guys all have the problems in front of you, right? So I can just kind of shorthand this stuff. Yeah. Slope of 2/3, y-intercept of 5.
Yep.
Okay? Good. So we know our equation generically is y equals mx plus b.
Yeah.
You just have to recognize that slope is m, y-intercept is b. And so when you plug this in, the equation to this line is y equals 2/3 x plus 5. Yes? Huh? Perfect. Okay? So that ends up being your equation for number 1. This will be problem number 1. I will switch the slope and the y-intercept. That will be what you can expect on the test. Question number 2. Okay, given a graph, what does your x and y intercepts represent? How much do we sell each unit for? And how many units must we sell to earn $192? So the graph I give you in this situation looked like a point there at 0, 100. And a point here at 25, 0. And then I told you that this is your profit in dollars. And then I told you that this is the number of units sold. Okay, so this will be similar to what I give you on the test, but I'll probably make it a little bit more detailed to a specific situation so it's less generic and probably use one of your guys' names or something in it so that it's more personal and fun. Okay, so what's my y-intercept mean? In this case, I have sold 0 units. And my company has lost profit. So I've lost $100. So I lost money. Okay, and I may phrase this on the test as in like, how much did it cost to start your company or something like that, or what was the cost of materials if you don't sell any units, and you'd be able to say, oh, it cost me $100 if I don't sell anything. Okay, I'm good there. This one would be I need to sell 25 units to make $0. Okay, or I'll ask, where is your break-even point? Where is your company make $0 to break even? Okay. So profit equals 0. And then the other piece I asked on this question was, how much do we sell each unit for? So in this case, hopefully you can show that my change in y is 25. That's my change in x. My change in y was 100. My change in x is 25. So when I sold 25 units, how much money did I make? $100 basically. Well, yeah, so 0. But I've got revenue of $100 from there. So we sold each unit for $4. Okay, so we sold each unit for $4. Make sense? Good there? I was just chilling, checking your sports updates. How's fantasy football going? Okay. All right. How many units must we sell to earn $192? So hopefully from this, you can build an equation. What's the equation of the line that goes through these 2 points? What's my slope?
Isn't it the 2/3?
Well, that was for the first question. How about this situation? 100 over 25, which was 4. So we could say that this is y equals 4x. What's my y-intercept? Negative 100. Good, so there's my equation. And then if I ask how many units do I have to sell to make $192, my profit is going to be 192. So 192 equals 4x minus 100. Then we can add 100 to both sides, so 292 equals 4x. We divide both sides by 4. What do we end up with? 25, 50, almost 75, so 73, I think. Someone with a calculator want to check that? 73, perfect. So I have to sell 73 units to make $192. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll have to create the equation and use that to help you go through, or use a table or any of the other methods you want to. So that'll be number 2. That one will be kind of complicated and a little bit more expanded. Problem number 3. So number 3 says the following: compares tubs of cookies sold and money raised for prom. How much money was raised if you sell 7 tubs? So I give you a coordinate point that is 7, 44.8, and all I want you to do is be able to recognize that my X value I gave you was tubs of cookies, and the Y value I gave you was funds raised in dollars. So if I sold 7 tubs of cookies, how much money did we raise? $44.80. Okay, so make sure that that's 0.80, so it's 80 cents. Okay, number 4. Number 4 is going to be, what's the domain and range for y equals 5x plus 32? Okay, theoretical domain here. What's my domain?
We did this yesterday.
5.
Oh.
Nope. What's my domain? What's domain? What
What
does
does it mean?
domain relate to?
Yes.
It's our x values. What can I put in for x? All real numbers.
Good.
Anything we want. Good. Okay. It's a straight line. What can I get out of the straight line? All real numbers. Good. Okay. Domain and range for straight lines is all real numbers for the theoretical. Okay. Later on, I'll ask you an application piece on what's a realistic domain and range, and then we'll have stuff that's a little bit more limited. But any generic line will be all real numbers. If this represents money saved over number of days you save, how much do you save per day? So this is the dollars we have saved, and this is the number of days. How much money do I save per day? What's my rate of change or my slope? 5. So what am I saving per day? $5 per day. Good. So that first part is I'm going to save $5 per day.
Does everybody get that?
So you got to be able to interpret slope. What does it mean? Okay. Then I'll say how much money started in your savings account.
Everybody should be watching. I'm just saying.
Marcus, what do you think?
Which number are we on? I can actually help you out because I did the whole worksheet.
It's up on the board.
4.
He wasn't even
I know you did the whole worksheet. You know what we're
I
doing.
did do the worksheet.
All right. So how much money do I have in my account? Look at the equation. If I save for 0 days,
You have zero money.
nope.
Well.
Oh, you have that 32. That's
I
what
got
said.
$32.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Good job.
Okay, so you got to be able to interpret this, right? Slope is our rate of change. So in this case, it's dollars saved per day. Time the numbers of days tells me how much money I got. If I save for 0 days, I have $32 in my account. Okay, so there's no y-intercept.
Started with his account. And now he's.
Oh, and the last piece of that one, sorry. Last piece was how much money will I have after 13 days of saving? What do I need to do?
Now he saves $5.
Where does 13 go? Vince? I want to save money for 13 days. How much money do I have? How do I solve for it? What's X? X is going to be 13 now. So the amount of money I have in my account is $5 per day, which I said I want to save for 13 days, plus that $32 that started in my account. So 5 times 13 is 65, plus 32. So we'll end up with a total of $97 in our account. Okay, making sense?
Yes.
All right. Now we'll go on to number 5. Number 5. If a company makes $35 per suit they sell, and they have 212 suits to sell, what is the applicable domain and range for this situation? Alright, so my domain is my X's, or you could talk about how X is the number of suits.
Yes.
So what's my domain? Chase?
Anything?
Anything? I can sell as many suits as I want, or how many suits do I have?
200 something.
Okay, so what's the most suits I can sell?
0 to 212.
Okay, I only have 212 suits I could sell.
Yeah.
So at most we could sell 212. What's the least amount of suits we could sell?
0.
We could sell none of them, right? So we're not going to sell negative suits. That doesn't make sense.
That means you'd be buying.
Basically, we're buying suits, exactly. So right now, we've got that.
You want to buy some suits? No, you want.
Okay. Next piece. What's my range? So Y is going to be the profit, basically. So how much money we can make. Okay. How much money can I make, Andrew? Or Victoria knows?
7,000.
How'd you come up with that?
Take 212 by 35.
Good. So 212 suits times $35 per suit gives us, what was it again?
7,420.
420? Okay. So I know at most, Marcus, I can make at least, I can make at most 7,420. What's the least I can make take?
0.
The least amount of money we can make? 0. So if I don't sell any suits, we won't make any money. So there's my applicable domain and range for that situation. Good? Okay. Last piece, you guys' favorite. The big story problem on the back.
Oh,
All right. So we did this yesterday. I'm going to go through it kind of quickly today, just so it's recorded and posted online for you to practice. Hi, Hunter.
Hello.
Are you focused?
Yes.
I disagree at the moment, but can we get focused?
Maybe.
Okay.
Is there ice cream?
No, it's called being prepared for your testimony. Okay. Ready? So Chase has an account to buy lunch at school. He notices after 7 lunches that he has $172.25 in his account. He notices also that after 31 lunches, he has $94.25 in his account. Okay? Question number 6 is going to ask, how much does each lunch cost? Chase.
$3.25.
Okay, how did you come up with that?
I subtracted 7 and 31, and I also subtracted the amount of money after 7 lunches bought and the amount of money after 31 lunches bought.
Good. So basically we're looking for our slope here, right? We have the change in the money in our account, and we have the change of number of lunches purchased. So in this case, we notice that we end up with, what was it? It was like 80
Negative
something over whatever. But this ends up being negative 3.25 when we plug it in. Okay, so I know that it cost me, because it's negative, $3.25 per lunch. Okay, good. Number 7. How much money was in the account to start? Okay, there's a couple different approaches. Yes, Hunter? How'd you come up with that?
Well, what I did is I divided. But I got one.
Okay.
I just have my work.
So we need to know how we're getting places and being able to repeat that over and over and over again. Okay. So 195. Yes, we know that's the answer. We talked about it yesterday, but how? Why?
Because after you found the difference between the 172 and the 94, and you added that to the
the total is 172, and then let's say you got 95. I remember it being like
I got it.
$22 and stuff.
No, Marcus, what'd you do?
Alright, so 170, write this down for me.
Okay.
172.25
Okay.
plus parenthesis 7 times $3.25
Okay.
with another parenthesis.
Yep.
And then that will be your equation.
Good. So he's saying I know I had $172.25 in my account. I know that I bought 7 lunches at that time, so if I add back those 7 lunches, which is another $22.75 or something, then we end up with the total of 195. Okay? That's one way to do it. That's a good approach. Okay? The other approach, remember, is you could use the equation y equals mx plus b, where your only unknown variable right now is b. You know your y value was 172.25. You know that your slope, or your cost of your lunches, was that negative $33.25. And you know your x value was 7 lunches. So the only unknown variable now is b. So then we can add over that piece and solve for b. That's how we actually find it. Okay? Part 8. How many lunches can we buy? So now we know that there was $195 in our account to start. We know that there was $3.25 per lunch. So we could buy a total of 60 lunches. Good. The other way you could do that, again with y equals mx plus b, because you've got that equation, is you could say I want my account value to be 0, which will equal $3.25. I'm sorry, negative $3.25, because I'm costing $3.25 per lunch, and my y-intercept is 195 now. Okay, so we have that equation. Then I can subtract 195, divide by that, and we'll still get that situation, so x would equal 60. Okay, so if you're getting more and more comfortable with equations, hopefully that's where we're going. Away from just, oh, I can do this and this, but try to figure out patterns and why it always works. Okay, number 9, what's the equation that relates money left over? So the equation piece, at some point I will ask you for the equation, so you need to figure it out, okay, is going to be, let's go with Chase.
It's y equals negative 3.25 times, or it's 3.25x plus 192. 95.
Good. Okay, so we should be able to write that equation. This is going to relate the amount of money in my account to the number of lunches bought. And then remember, this needs to be negative because we're losing $3.25 every single time. And I will phrase it so that you know there is money left in the account, so that this is a negative. Okay? And then the last piece, number 10, will be to graph it. Okay, easiest way to graph it. You've already found all the information. Here's the account value in dollars. Okay, and here's your number of lunches. What 2 points did you find that will help you? Y-intercept was 195. X-intercept was 60 lunches. Okay, so either I've bought 0 lunches, okay, 0 lunches, and I have $195, or I've bought 60 lunches and I have $0. Okay, and so then I have 2 points as far apart as we can possibly go. Use your straight edge, connect your dots, there's your graph. We're done. Last piece I could ask you on this, and if I didn't want to do another part, is we could ask the domain and range. What's my domain here? What's our domain for our x's? 0 to 60. Good. Okay. I could not buy lunch, or, oops, 60, not 0. 60. Or at most I could buy 60 lunches. What's my range?
195.
Okay. I could buy all my possible lunches, which would give me $0 in my account, or I don't buy any lunches, and I start with $195 in my account. Okay. And that's our range.
Did you see how we put the X in the middle and then the Y in the middle and just worked outside? Because that's the standard way of doing it. on the test when you see this question. Good tip.
Remember that,
Put the
Governor.
X down, work on the outside, yeah.
Alright, so that's your review. Anybody got any questions on this before we get rolling? Continue on. Good? Alright, so this will get posted. Good luck.